when it comes to church, the leader, the teacher, the guide is usually referred to as pastor or bishop or apostle or reverend or minister. But never have I heard of anybody referring to their pastor as daddy. Okay? And this brother was not having it. So he confronted this pastor because he found out his wife was referring to him as daddy. Take a look.
My question to you, why I go through my wife's phone and my wife calling you the pastor of your church, calling the pastor of your church, calling you daddy. You allow your church members to call you daddy? That's what you're saying? You saying you want your flock? And I'm gonna upload the footage, and I promise you. No, what you mean? Nah, please.
I'll give a backstory on what's going on in this video that's going viral with me. My name is Pastor Samson Oda from Faith Move Church. One of our members in the church, she has been coming to church faithfully, paying her tithes and everything, everything, worshiping God, all that good stuff. And I'm like, she's like, oh, I'm married. I'm like, what's your husband? She said, oh, my husband doesn't come to the church. And I've been calling her, praying with her, like, hey, I know there's a lot going on. I don't know whatever's going on. But I've been praying with her, like, hey, God will mend the family and everything. I've tried to reach out to her to bring the husband in, but the husband never came in. And one day he just showed up and started saying, my wife is calling you daddy. I'm like, that's my spiritual daughter. It's like, oh, there's something wrong with that. I'm like, I don't know, but I would love to.
Okay, Pastor Samson Oda of Faith Moves Church, this is inappropriate. And there's one thing that he mentioned. He mentioned that she pays her tithes. So my question to Pastor Oda is, because she pays her tithes, does she graduate to referring to you as daddy? And he mentioned that she's his spiritual daughter. Okay, but you know what? There is I guess I want to say, there's a level of reverence that you should always have for the leader of your church. And you should always refer to them as their, pastor, as I said, reverend, evangelist, whatever. But you don't call them daddy. So I agree with this brother with confronting this pastor, because we know that there are so many stories out here about pastors who are entering into inappropriate relationships with their congregation members, and we see it all over the news. It happens, right? So I would have a problem too if my wife was calling pastor daddy. Okay, let's reserve those terms of endearment for our husbands or our wives. Baby, babe, honey, sweetheart. Some women call their husbands or their significant others daddy. Reserve that for your partner, not for your pastor. And Pastor Oda, you should know better than that. Shame on you. And if I was that brother, I would look into this further and see exactly what is the relationship that she has with this pastor, because I find it very disturbing that anybody would be calling their pastor daddy. And any pastor that is telling or encouraging his congregation members to refer to him that way, you might want to run from that church. Run, don't walk. Something's not right about that. And I know he's African, but I'm African as well. So I'm just going to say, even as an African, we do not refer to our pastors as daddy, as far as I know. So let me know what you all think about this. Do you think it's inappropriate that this sister is referring to her pastor as daddy? Do you think that this brother had every right to confront this pastor and set him straight? Drop your comments in the chat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content. And until next time.